This episode is made possible by Skillshare, home to over 16,000 classes that could help you learn a new life skill.
You don't believe that they've gone to space?
No, not at all. The rockets go up, sure. There's nobody in them.
Without a doubt in my mind, I believe vaccinations triggered Evan's autism. So I think they need to wake up and stop hurting our kids.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Serious crap.
Conspiracy theories are all around us, and in our modern world, they can spread and grow faster than ever before. Odds are you probably know at least one person who buys into one of the many theories polluting the internet, as studies have shown that nearly 50% of Americans believe at least one conspiracy theory. And if you believe in one, you're more likely to be susceptible to others. Some of these ideas are mostly harmless. Many people just want to believe that their favorite artist or actor is alive and well on some remote island. Others are more dangerous. Vaccines cause autism, man-made climate change is a hoax, or the mainstream media is all fake news. As strange and often ridiculous as these ideas seem, they capture hundreds of thousands of people in an age where real facts and evidence are easily accessible. Where do these conspiracy theories come from? Over the last 2 decades or so, we've seen some truly bizarre theories pop up and gain loyal followings. From the world secretly being run by reptilian elite to the resurgence of the long disproven claim that the Earth is flat. To many people, these ideas seem absurd and are dismissed without further thought, but there are plenty of people who actually believe them. So, who are these people? For the most common conspiracy theories, the susceptible groups actually change pretty predictably. Every time a new president is elected, the losing side has to rationalize the defeat. And more often than not, some radical claim surfaces to explain away the loss or cast doubt on its legitimacy. As co-author of American Conspiracy Theories, Joseph Usinski writes, "Conspiracy theories are for losers," and he doesn't mean that insultingly, but rather literally. He goes on to say, people who have lost an election, money, or influence look for something to explain that loss. When Barack Obama was running for president, and even long after he was elected, conspiracy theorists claimed that he wasn't actually a US citizen, and was therefore ineligible for the office. Obama tried to put an end to the rumors by releasing his short-form birth certificate, at which point they demanded the long form. And when he provided that, the conspiracy theorists insisted it was a forgery. This is what separates the sore losers from the true conspiracy theorists. When presented with evidence against their position, they interpret it as the opposite, evidence of a larger conspiracy to suppress the truth. But what is it that makes some people so much more susceptible than others? Studies have shown that, generally speaking, belief in conspiracy theories is inversely related to wealth and education. One survey showed that about 42% of people without a high school education believe in at least one conspiracy theory, compared to 23% of people with a postgraduate degree. A more recent study from 2017 found a household income of just over $47,000 among people who were inclined to believe in conspiracy theories, and just under $64,000 among those who weren't. Joseph Parent, Usinski's co-author and professor of political science at Notre Dame, says, "Conspiracy theories can be like emotional poultices. You don't want to blame yourself for things you may lack, so you blame anonymous forces instead." But education and income aren't the only factors in priming individuals for belief in conspiracy theories. In one study from May of 2017, researchers determined that people who feel a strong desire to be special or stand out from the crowd are overwhelmingly more likely to believe in any number of conspiracy theories. Interestingly, as much as these people want to stand out from the crowd, group affiliation is also incredibly important. Conspiracy theorists rally behind social media groups and hashtags, often taking pride in the nicknames society comes up with for them. People opposed to vaccinating their children out of the misguided belief that vaccines cause autism will tag their long Facebook rants with hashtag anti-vaxxer. And this is where conspiracy theorists cross the line from social misfit to outright public danger. In 2017, there were 58 confirmed cases of measles in Minnesota, the largest outbreak the state had seen in 30 years. 9 years earlier, in 2008, a large outbreak in California was traced back to a 7-year-old boy who had not been vaccinated. Less than a decade before, measles had been all but totally eliminated in the United States. The dangerous thing about people like anti-vaxxers is that they are completely unwilling to budge on their opinion, even in the face of overwhelming evidence. A simple Google search will return hundreds of scholarly articles and studies on the efficacy and safety of vaccines, but it doesn't matter. Climate change deniers are another group willfully ignorant of reality. When presented with decades of scientific evidence, these individuals will claim that it's a global conspiracy and that the entirety of the scientific community is in on it, twisting the evidence to fit some unknown agenda. As frustrating as conversations with conspiracy theorists can be, evolutionarily speaking, the existence of conspiracy theories makes sense. To some extent, we are all predisposed to be mistrustful of other groups, and especially those in power. Our ancestors survived by being cautious around other groups for their own safety. Of course, that does not excuse conspiracy theorists for peddling ridiculous and inflammatory ideas, such as the claim that the Holocaust never happened. Plenty of people function just fine in modern society without subscribing to absurd fantasies. Besides the need to feel special and usually a lack of higher education, some studies have suggested a tendency towards narcissism is highly correlated to belief in conspiracy theories. The idea that they can be privy to some secret information that even relevant experts can't or refuse to understand. So what we end up with is a person who rabidly believes they're right, is unwilling to change their position, uses contrary facts as evidence of a larger conspiracy, and treats their chosen conspiracy like team sports. If conspiracy theorists can't be swayed by evidence, what can we do to help end some of the more damaging ideas? One strategy that's already in place is helping people to determine trustworthy sources of information. There are several websites designed to fact-check and help curb the spread of misinformation, but it's not enough. When someone finds an article or video that reaffirms their position on a topic, they're not likely to check if it's a reliable source. Another, more useful method is simply to have conversations with friends or family who believe in a conspiracy theory. Not to ridicule them or throw scholarly articles in their face, but just to understand where they're coming from. Asking questions can go a long way in helping you and your conversation partner understand why they hold the opinions they do. One tool that is particularly useful in dealing with conspiracy theories is Occam's razor. The idea that the simplest explanation is usually the most accurate. Take the Flat Earth conspiracy, for example. What's more likely? That thousands of photographs, videos, scientific studies, mathematicians, physicists, geologists, pilots, astronauts, the most brilliant thinkers in history, and the entire scientific community as a whole are wrong or in on a massive cover-up to hide the fact that the Earth is actually flat, or that the Earth is in fact a globe like it appears to be. Of course, you can't go out and expect to reason conspiracy theorists into changing their views, but you can help by providing good, trustworthy sources to those who ask for them, and by teaching your peers and younger people how to think critically and evaluate sources of information. Our ability to learn is one of the greatest skills we have, which is why I will always recommend Skillshare to anyone looking to learn something new or improve on an existing skill. Skillshare is home to thousands of classes in animation, photography, video game design, music, web development, and more. These days, you can learn just about anything online, and Skillshare is an amazing way to do it. A premium membership from Skillshare is more affordable than most other online learning platforms, and gives you unlimited access to amazing classes from experts working in their fields, so you can improve your skills, unlock new opportunities, and do the work you love. As a special offer for fans of Second Thought, you can get your first 2 months for just 99 cents when you sign up using the link below. Why not start right now and learn that new skill you've always wanted? To support Second Thought and learn valuable new skills, sign up for Skillshare using the link below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to support the channel, and click that little bell to make sure you're actually notified every time a new Second Thought video is uploaded. If you're not sure what to watch next, check out these playlists full of other great content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.